Da, 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 da.
Come on. Hooray, we're live. There we are. So, today we are the Mad Scientists again. And I'm Mad Frankie, and this is Violet Iger over here, and together we make the Mad Scientists. Come on.
We are back. Two parts
We're
of a
back.
whole. Beep, 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 beep. Hi,
Good.
Liz. Thank you. I'm
Hi,
glad to
Liz.
be back. It was a busy weekend for me. I am so glad to be back and to hear Fran's voice. Mm-hmm.
So, today I am looking more at the journal, and you know how far we got before, so everything's getting tangled. So, I did a few little bitsies with stencils, one of which, headphones, sorry, headphones, just coming.
Didn't mean to yell, but
No, I'd forgotten. There we go. Right, as I was saying, I did some work on some stencils. Now, this is an old stencil of mine, but I have done a lot more to it. So what I've done is I cut it out. This is the edge, and I've connected all the bits that would have been left behind on the sheet, so they're now there. Originally it was done as a stamp. Sorry. Oh.
hi, Angela. Boy, I got a hold of you today.
Yeah, I did much the same thing with the inside of the stencil, connecting everything together. So we've got an inside bit, wiggly legs, and we've got an outside bit, wiggly legs. So they should work quite well, I hope. So that I was working on that for a while, and then I was working on another one.
Hi, Miriam.
Hi, Miriam. Hi, Anne. Hi, Dana.
Liz.
Yeah, Liz was here first, though.
Yep.
Liz is usually here first. So this other one I've been working on is this one.
Hi, Mariah. I was there this morning, Mariah. I was quiet doing stuff.
So this is sort of, I've got the ink block, the circles as well. The design started as coffee circles, and then I shrank them down, and then I joined them up, and then I gave them a bit of a swirl and did a couple of versions, and I put them together. And this is quite big, so I then shrunk it and used just half of it, like that. So it's the right size to fit on these pieces here, you see.
Yeah.
So I can put it on there.
Would it be too much? Would it be too much or awkward for you? Can we adjust your camera so it's less at an angle and more looking down? Or will that hit you?
Is that better?
Oh, that's nice. See, there you go.
So I did a couple of versions of this because if you remember on this one, there were two lots of circles and they were done by hand. Yeah. So I did, this is the lower set. So for that, I just basically snipped that off there and threw that top bit away and just left me with that bit because it was just right to go on there.
Come down.
So then I went and did another one. That's the one that I just snipped off. This is the one from the top, I think. I think it's the one from the top. I think that's the top one that I just readjusted and did it in Photoshop and got it into place like that.
Yeah.
And then this one with these slightly bigger looking circles, that's the one from the inside there. So I just left it there, right? So I tried a few different things those were circles. I also tried squares, and I rather like the squares. I rather like that. It's like you've got a little sort of place to put little pictures, little images, or little sketches, you know. Or if you do quite a few of them, or cut them out of, I've got a silhouette, so I can cut them out of thicker paper, like watercolor paper at £140. Then I can stack a couple of them together and make a, well, you know, make a thing to glue on, if you see what I mean, rather than a stencil to use on a plate. But I've got some plates down here, so I'll have a go with them. But when doing all this, as well as that,
hi, Diane.
you also get interesting little shapes, which are quite nice.
Yeah.
And this one on the squares, I did it so that some of them open and some of them don't. You know, so on some of them they open, and on this one, some of them didn't. So these are the ones that didn't. So those are whole squares that I left behind on the sheet. So we've got that piece.
Oh, there you go.
And I can always sort of find the pieces. This is a round one, but you could find the pieces and put them down. Everything's in a bit of a jumble here because I was madly cutting millions of different varieties of these things, you know, millions of them. So every spot, the little swirls get caught in everything.
Those little bits that you pull out, those are, well, after watching Mariah putting her journal together, those little bits are like, let's color those up or paint those up or splotchy them up and doodle in them and and use them as collage in on a journal page.
Yeah.
Draw some.
So I got lots of
family photos
like that. See, you can always use these as things to put together in their own right.
Yeah.
And turn them into a completely different stencil, the way that Patricia does.
Oh, Frankenstencil, yeah.
Frankenstencil them.
I just think they'd be cool to just do little watercolor doodling and stuff in them. And
I quite like a bit, you know, a couple of those bits. Quite nice. So you've got lots of things to, when you get the innards as well, you've got lots of things to play with. And I've just got a whole load of these filling up the plates over here. There's another nice bit. That's quite nice. So there's lots of bits to play with. But I was going to use them on here, but I want to print with them first. And then when I've got a nice colour on one, I'll go, oh, I'll keep that one and that will go nice on there, you see? So I'm going to use it in both ways. So let me move this entire concoction over here, which is frankly too much to cope with. It's just too many bits. Over here. Right. And then we'll get on and do something serious. So I've also got those other studs, snap fasteners I was talking about.
Yeah.
So I've got a few different designs in here. I've got a lion head, and I've got a zodiac one, and I've got this almost like a Tudor rose, that one.
Thank you, Amy.
So I could do different ones, and that's a cross with ropes. So you could do the same ones, you'd need 6. Or you could do them as pairs, you know, like those two together, those two together, and maybe the lion. Haven't used the lion before.
A lion and a zodiac. That's me, a Leo.
I've got another lion. Yep, another lion. So you could use a lion pair the cross pear and the Tudor rose pear. It's
There
quite
you go.
nice.
Thank you, Angela.
And we've got these other pieces as well. But I've got to find the right ones for these because these are sort of aged metal looking, you know. So it's these ones that have to go with them because they're the same sort of colour. You don't use, well, I wouldn't use the brass ones.
I was roaring like a lion, like a timid lion.
You're doing very well, dear.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3.
So let me ask you the way you've got that book journal set up. Are you these won't be clasping together, there will be a wire or string to join them?
No. This just shows you didn't watch the video.
No, I said I didn't. I haven't had time.
I know you said you didn't. That's why you don't know. See? So we have pieces like that. And more of them.
Yes, one must roar.
So we get 2 pieces like that. That one there. And we secure them with one piece one side. The way I'm going to do it is by looking at what I did with this one, because I do it so rarely I don't remember what I did. So these pieces go on the top. So this goes underneath.
Okay.
And the lion goes on the top. And then we have different pieces that go around the back.
Oh, I was looking at them wrong. Okay, I see what you've got there. Angela has
a question. Those 2. Yeah?
That's off topic, but it pertains to jelly printing, which you can answer. Jelly printing transfers. Do you put down a translucent layer and and use an opaque color to pull it, or is it the other way around? For me, I put down Payne's Gray initially, then the transfer.
It depends really what you mean by a transfer. Do you mean doing a print from a magazine, that kind of transfer? If you do, I would always use a darkish colour, like as well it says Payne's Gray, or a nice phthalo blue.
Yeah.
And pull it with a light colour, like the Naples yellow deep.
Naples yellow.
Or a Titan green pale, something like that.
Or titanium buff. Yeah, something like
that.
To
work. Yeah, or any other pale colour, pale blue, anything you fancy, really.
Right, Diane. Exactly, Diane. Put the opaque color down for the transfer. Put the transfer paper down. And
black is a good.
Yeah. Then pull it up. Pull the transfer paper up, and let that dry. And then use your very light color to do the pull.
It's been a while since I did it, but I seem to remember that you put down your dark color, but you take off as much as you can until you can just start to see the plate through it, so you can see it slightly translucent. Yeah, and then you put your magazine image down, and then you rub that down for a bit, and then you almost immediately pull it down, but you must rub it so that it makes complete contact all over. And then you let that, and then you put your pull color on and put your paper on. And I can't remember, you've got to wait a bit longer to pull it, or you can wait quite a long time, like you could leave it overnight, I think.
Yeah.
It's a while since I did that.
Yeah, and it's different. You'll get different results. If you're using a magazine image to do the transfer, that's one thing. It's a hit or miss in my mind. If you're using a laser print,
that'll do it every time. Especially the ones from PM Artist Studio. Those are the right sort. Because I've had laser prints before, and because they didn't pay any attention to my instructions to do it all black and white, it failed because it just wasn't strong enough. They didn't put down enough toner.
Yeah, laser.
But the ones from PM Artist,
Yep, they have
studio
to be
will
done
work.
with pure black. They can't be done with a mix of all the colors to create black. They have to
No,
be
no,
done with black.
yeah,
Um, but I know, Angela, I know that if you go back to, I don't know how far back, but if you go back to PM Artist Studio to their streams, go back a ways. Oh, it's probably been a year, maybe. Um, P did do transfers. She did do transfers, but I still say the same thing. Unless you've got a guaranteed magazine that uses the right kind of ink, it's a hit or miss these days to use a magazine. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly, Diane. Even the images from the same magazine may not transfer well. It's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
So, okay, I hope that helps. Yeah, it was a little while
Yeah.
ago that P did them. Yeah.
Another good person to look at is Devon Rex for art, because she did some magnificent transfers. She really did. She got an absolutely amazing number of transfers, and from one of them, something
Oh,
like 27 or something, was it? It was
okay.
amazing.
Okay.
So look back at Devon Rex for art on transfers.
I'm gonna
Magazine.
go find her channel and see if I can find something to post. You carry on, Fran.
I'm just thinking about where it's going to be positioned.
Here you go. I got up. There you go, right there. Here you go. There's a link. There's a link to Devin Rex to Yolan's channel, Angela. It's part 1, magazine image transfer. So you go give that a watch. She's cool to
Yeah.
watch. Okay, back to you. And Froyle. Yeah, Froyle has lots too.
Sorry, I'm just jiggering this into position.
That's all right.
You like that better? Let's get this out. Now, first you've got to make a hole. So what I do is I make a hole
Was
with
it the
my
stream you did with Brad?
crocodile.
Yeah, you remember better than me then. Okay.
Huh?
Mariah said she did image transfers, and it was a stream she did with Brad.
Oh, yes. Yes, it was. You're quite right. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that one.
I must have missed it or didn't retain
No,
it.
I saw it because they were sort of laughing about what they would get P to do when she got back.
Oh, let
Because
me.
she also used the matte medium for things, you see. And, P was dead against using matte medium for some reason. Just didn't like it. So we were all laughing about that. And we make P do that one and see what she thinks of that, So that one goes on the back. Yeah, that's the one that goes on the back. Yeah. Luckily, I got all these things from the same people. So first we want a hole. To get a hole, we want a punchy bunch, or even just a punch. And I can't remember whether I need a big one or a little one, so we'll have a look and see what size the. Oh, it's quite a small one. What about the other one? It's quite big. Big? Is that too big? I don't think so. Oh, now I've dropped one on the floor. So we'll do the top one small. Do the top one small. I've got to make a mark as to where I want it. Where's my pen? There we are. So if I'm going to do it like that, with about that much, unlike that with about that much.
Okay,
So
I found one.
About
I'm not
there.
sure if this is the one that Mariah's talking about, but there you go. That's the one. That's one to Mariah's from about 4 months ago. And I'm thinking that's the one she's referencing
So I'm going to make holes in this.
because there's no P. There you go.
That's the one.
And, there's another link for you, right, to a PM Artist Studio when Mariah was going through magazine images and etc. There you go.
I think Mariah did just about everything in that stream. Because she'd been wanting to try things for a while when P had been doing new stuff, having new ideas. Oh, that one didn't punch properly. So she did lots of things in that stream. That's neater. Right, so this one will go through there. Like that. And where's the other one? Where's my lion? Hello, lion. Oh, there it is. So that one goes there. And we've got to make sure they're the right way up. Because it's silly to have the face of a lion pointing down. So that goes on the other side. We just got to tap those two together. I haven't got the thingies for that one, so it's got to be. Oh, here it is.
You just tap it in?
I hope so. I haven't got the right punch for it, the right dies.
Yeah, the crocodile
on the machine, so
work with that.
Yeah.
It might compress the little nipple thing.
The lion. Yeah, it might compress the little lion's face.
Yep.
Fiddly this.
Yeah.
Awful fiddly.
Every time I do that on my desk, I knock over glue bottles and.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, I managed to bend the thingy.
Uh-oh. Oh, the little nipple. I just said that.
Yeah, I went and did it wrong. Well, I can probably bend that back with a pair of pliers, but I don't know how safe that's going to be.
Oh, bummer.
So I shall have to use a new lion. And I think, actually, considering that I'm not absolutely sure it's going to work, I'd best wait until I can find the correct tool.
Yep.
Because this is for this set of snap fasteners here, and it's not working so well with these ones. So I think I'd best wait to do that. But you can at least see what I intend. And I'll do that when I've found the right bits. But at least I've got a hole punched in it now, ready, so I know where I'm going. Okay, we'll put these to one side then. I don't want to ruin it before I've even started. There's plenty more I can do. And in fact, thinking about it now, suddenly, I think that is a very good decision, because if I'm going to do anything on here with something like this or this,
You might want to put those down first.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So, you know, if I'm going to be putting something down there
Yep. Yep.
like
Otherwise,
this,
go.
then
Oops.
that will have to go on afterwards. So it's probably a good thing I bent one,
Yep.
kind of. But I've got to decide whether I want two the same or two different ones. And I don't know. I kind of like the this one. Kind of like this one, the square one,
Yeah, me too.
better.
Well, I like the square one because what you've got down in your design is kind of swirls and curves and whatnot, and the square really,
Yeah.
I think the square really makes it pop out.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, also I'm fond of squares anyway, so I my preference is squares. So
Does
I
Ian know
think. Well, no.
Ian's a real square, isn't he?
So that's going to be on there. So what am I going to do with it? As I said, I'm going to print with it, and then get something that I can add to this. I mean, I can put them inside if I wanted, but I think I might put something else in there.
Hi,
Something else in
Carrie.
one of these.
Carrie Griffith is here.
Hi, Kerry. Or something in there, perhaps. Or on the back, even. So let's get that out of the way. And we'll see what we can do. That's safely there. Move these. Take the cutting mat away. Remove these pieces. So we've got some brayer off room. And go and get some paper to go with the nice gel prints we've got. Right.
Hi, Lydia.
This can go back up here. Got it hanging by a string up there. Hanging by a string. So I've got some, I don't think I need much more than the A4, so I'll use some of the A4 sheets, which I've got up here. Some of these. I'll collect these together. I'll pop them all over there. I quite like this as well. I'll probably use that as well. Need that. Mustn't lose my little pincers. I don't call it pincers, but it's not pliers. It's not pincers. It's tweezers. That's the word. Words are hard.
Yep. See, welcome to my world. You get there eventually.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. We all get there in the end. Move everything out. Up and away. Gosh, I've got an awful lot of gnut here. Gnudge.
Gnudge.
Yeah. It's like grunge only more so.
Ganasty grunge.
Yeah, lots of that.
My little
I
gnome.
like the idea of using that as well, which I've been thinking about for a while. Just trying to make sure there's not going to be any little bits on here to get soaked up by the, dragged up by the brayer.
Hi, Trish.
So let's get a gel plate up. 1, 2, 3. Take its cover off. Some little bit on the plate.
That darn cough.
Afraid so. That's good enough. Now, looking at the colour I've got here, thinking about that, I've got dioxazine purple transparent, which is a good idea. And here I've got a little titanium white. But I don't think I'll use the titanium. But I might use the light phthalo green. I wanted to try this one. It's a new one. I only got the little one so that I could try it out. I'm so sorry, guys. Let me take these bits of paper out.
It worries
Ready
me
to
too, Trish. But they still, she does see a doctor, and they still haven't pinpointed why that cough. So
No.
she does try.
They seem to sort of revert to, oh, it's irritable bowel syndrome, because it kind of catch-all thing, and it means they don't know.
Yeah.
Brayer. I need a brayer. I've got a biggie. I don't think I want a biggie. I think I want a littly. Right, that one. Still spins. Not too bad yet. I think. Yeah, it's all right. Okay, so we'll have some dioxazine purple. Drat.
Did you say a bad word?
No. Nearly, but I didn't. So I'm going to have to do this one as well.
Hi,
I've got
Carla.
to Hi, Carla. Hi, Trish. Oh, that one worked. Hooray.
Yay.
So, that one in a minute. This one first. Not too much. It's only a small plate. Oops.
It's Miriam, for her to change the brayer off, she has to pull everything up and pull that sheet out.
Yeah. Too late.
Or you could just pull a plain, or just lay down a plain old piece of copy paper and use that, or a magazine or something. Hi, Apple.
Uh-huh.
Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Thank you all for being here.
Hi, Apple.
We appreciate it. And the thumbs up. We do appreciate it.
I want another one down there. So I'll use the other one. This one. Because I happen to have it.
I don't know. I'm hard pressed because I really like both of those. I really like them both. I think I'd use both of them depending on what I use it for. The circle ones remind me of moon phases.
Yeah, they are a bit like that, aren't they?
Uh-huh.
This is just gonna. I'm gonna use the other side afterwards because I don't want to waste it.
Let me see where that package is.
All right.
Yep, having a both since we begun. Oh dear.
Now what next? What should we have next? What about a nice little bit of that? That's ultramarine violet, which is pretty much a similar colour. What's that? Burnt sienna? Maybe not. Quinacridone Nicolazo Gold. I think we'll try a bit of that. Quin Gold. Well, we've still got some. I wonder if they're going to come up with something as good with other pigments, you know? I don't suppose they will be able to.
Well, whatever
And
they
it'll probably
can
take them a long time.
Yeah, whatever they can find as far as usable pigment to create other pigments.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're working on different blends.
I'm sure they are.
What I mean is, right now they're telling us to use this, that, and the other thing to create a close enough color. So can they sell a pre-made blend of these colors? They're telling us to use these 3 colors to get the color you want. Can they sell something like that?
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, pre-blended, because that would be the thing to do down the road. What are you going to do? The planet's running out of resources.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. Super, like that.
I do too. Good choice.
Gonna put it on.
Yep. Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that. Yeah, I think I like it better than that side. So we'll try the other side again. Do a bit of that again.
I like the way you broke the circles up.
Well, I tried not to do them all the same, you see.
Yep.
I wanted them to be slightly different.
They look scrappy, but they look really cool. I like that one.
Well, it started, I did them by hand, all of them. And then once I'd done them by hand, I then cut it, and I thought, I don't really like that. So I cut it in half and duplicated it. You know, cut that in half and duplicated it. Left the bits I wanted symmetrical, and then changed some of the bits on the other side. So, yeah.
So are these uploaded to Dropbox yet?
Not yet, no, because I wanted to test them before doing that.
Right.
You don't want to
Yeah.
upload them when you go and test them in the stream and they don't work as well as you'd hoped.
Well, they're laying nicely.
They're not too bad, are they? That doesn't want to lie down. I think it got a bit bent when I was pulling it off the sticky. There you go. The last one may turn out to be the best. What I should have done was cut 2 of these squares. I didn't cut 2 of the squares one. I cut 2 of the circles one. So I've got a matching set of those, but I haven't got a matching set of the square one.
Carla
Never mind. You can always use that one and this one. Sorry?
Carla says your stencil is making her hungry. It looks like piped frosting.
Oh. Lovely. So I've got a remnant of the red with the purple. I quite like that.
Nice.
Yeah. Intriguing. Let me put those 2 out of the way so I can get some more. This card dries quite quickly, I find. So I'm using a smallish amount of paint on here when I'm doing it. So when it's pulled off, it's almost dry when I pull it off. So that's nice.
Yeah.
So what else? Let's try those 2 together. Might be a big mistake, but let's try it and see. Oh, I don't think so. And while this is on, once I've got it on properly, I'll get some more pages down ready. And I've got to do the wiggly legs as well, so to see how they work. There's some more paper. Ready?
Mariah's back. Mariah had to
Hi,
step,
Mariah.
but she's back now.
Well, that is nice. Those 2 are good together.
Yes, they
That
are.
was the quinacridone magenta and the new little light phthalo green. Yay. I like that. Yes.
Too.
I wasn't so sure because I'm not a fan of pastel colours, but putting it with something stronger really does work quite nicely.
You know what I wish you had done there, though, which you can't do now, too late, but if you had put the swirlies each on the outside or each on the inside. So
Yeah.
that you do
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Not now. You're not done yet.
No, I know, but I can do some more and just take this one. I've got another plate down here. It's all right. So we'll put that aside to dry for a bit, and we'll do what you just said.
You mean you didn't have a Baron, Diane? Yeah, I use coffee
I would,
or whatever I can find. There you go.
I would say use a milk bottle, but milk bottles have gone out of fashion these days, haven't they? It's rare you've got any milk bottles now. So let's put that nice thing down before this one, before we put anything on.
You know, I got my new gel plate and I still haven't used it.
Oh.
Haven't had time.
You've been too busy gallivanting, haven't you?
I'll tell you what I did last week. I got in the kitchen and I got artistic in the kitchen. I'm very pleased with myself, and my husband loved what I came up with. If anybody's ever heard of
Spanakoptica?
spanakopita is a Greek.
Copita. I don't know. Yeah, Spanakoptica. I don't know whether I pronounce it right or you do. That's the way you normally say it. But I can't remember what it is. Do tell.
It's a Greek. It's a cheesy Greek filling inside phyllo dough,
Uh-huh.
layered phyllo dough, and I had feta cheese and I had ricotta cheese and I had everything spanakopita. And I had everything to make the filling, but I didn't have any phyllo dough. And I'm like, what do I care? So I made the filling and put it in muffin tins. Actually, okay, so when you put the other one down, make sure you put the swirly in the middle part.
Yeah.
And I put it in a silicone muffin pan, and I put it down in a bigger pan, and I poured water so it had like a water bath. It cooked in a water bath, and I made individual little spanakopita filling piles in the oven. I don't have an air fryer, and Diane, I had made some that I had picked up from Aldi's. I had some frozen ones from Aldi's, and it's like, but they just don't give you enough. It was just a taste, and I just wanted more, and I happened to have all the fixings for the filling, so I did it that way. I made just the filling in the muffin pan, and then we had little individual spanakopita piles on our plate. He loved it. We ate 12 little muffin things between the two of us. It was so good.
I'm just trying to unwind these stencils that seem to delight in getting tangled.
Entangled, yeah. Ooh, Carla's going to get some jelly plate minis for her birthday. Ooh,
Oh,
we like the minis.
almost got it disentangled, and it seems to be entangled with three.
Kind of like pumpkin pie. I like pumpkin pie filling, but I really don't care for pie crust, no matter what it is. So I will make pumpkin pie filling and bake that in the pie pan. Yeah, like that. And then just eat it like it's a pudding. There you go. Uh-oh, Fran went away. It's all right. She'll be back. It might be
Quite
just an internet burp.
try.
There you go. They were tangled, Mariah. The stencils, those floppy stencils were tangled up, so she was trying to get them apart.
Of course, if you've got them in between a sheet of nice paper with PM Artist Studio written on it, it's not going to get tangled.
Miriam wants to know how to store your gel plate.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like that. Look at the
Lovely.
halo.
How to store the gel plate? I just put a piece of paper on the top, like the piece of this card that I've already printed when it's dry.
Do you keep it laid down or turned on its side, stood up?
Laying down, I put one on top of another, like that. There's two there.
See, I was thinking what Mariah said about if there's a crusty bits built up on it, and pushing down on it will make an indent in your plate.
Yep, well, that's what I got, but they go away eventually. I'm not bothered.
Ooh. Chicken breast.
I do try to get them clean before I store them if I know I'm going to store them for a while. So, yes.
Right, Anne? Right? I agree. Diane says, have you ever tried cotta phyllo? Chicken breast, mushroom cheese, and phyllo dough. Probably not. I don't usually have phyllo right on hand. Now, Carla, that I would love to do if I could keep the pecans in the house long enough. What can I say? When I do art, it's also in the kitchen. I get in the kitchen and I find what I've got, especially if there's cheeses and mushrooms and spinach. And this, I made mine with fresh spinach. I didn't buy frozen spinach. I bought fresh spinach and cooked it down a tad bit, and then I laid it out on paper towel to drain really well because I don't like really soggy spinach. Love that color.
I do spinach with mace and nutmeg and salt and a little bit of cream in the microwave. Choom, done. Lovely.
Oh, I hardly ever microwave cook. Now, Russ, yeah,
I almost always do.
Yeah, he made himself scrambled eggs in the microwave the other morning when I didn't
Oh,
get up.
no, I haven't done that.
No,
No.
I don't like microwave cooking. I like to get in the kitchen and do the thing good old fashioned way.
Well, I like the microwave because I don't have to stand up over a stove, you see. But I really don't like egg done in the microwave, so I'll always do scrambled egg or omelettes on the hob.
Oh, I made him a Boyson cheese omelet for breakfast the other morning.
Oh, I'm starting to feel hungry.
Yeah. Why did I want to come up? Stay.
That one wanted to come up. Yeah.
I love that color.
Yeah, I like that color.
You could put some sort of blue in there, a spot of blue. Well, it wouldn't. It would just.
Yeah. How about
yeah. Just.
Have I got a
Hi, Belinda.
Everyone in the new one just yet. Dioxazine purple. Now that was dioxazine purple transparent. So where's the other one? What have we got here? Permanent violet dark. I could do that.
Well, he was going to get me an air fryer, Diane, but I have a very large KitchenAid, a very large blender, a very large Cuisinart, and a popcorn maker on the counter over there, and I'm out of room. I got no room for another appliance up on the counter. And we've had all those things at least 20 years. Since he had the mixer and the Cuisinart before he met me.
Still haven't found the dioxazine purple, but I found phthalo green blue shade, which I might try.
There you go. If you put, what do you think if you put like an aqua down?
I'm looking for an aqua. I've got teal.
Okay, that's close. It's not quite, but it's close. It's a different blue.
Oh, yeah. There aren't that many aquas in there. Turquoise phthalo I've got. Is that any good? That's kind of aqua-ish.
It's kind of aqua-ish. You know what else I like is that Titan green buff.
Titan green pale. Yeah, I put it on a little while ago.
Yeah,
I've already used it.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I'll keep the dioxazine purple out then because I don't appear to have another one. I thought I did. I've got a fluorescent violet though.
Exactly what my husband does, Carla. Makes them in a measuring cup.
So, what do we do now? Let's do permanent violet dark. Why not? And the teal, a little bit of the teal, because the teal is opaque, so it will flood the other one a bit. But the other one isn't a thingy. It's not a transparent, so They're both opaque, but this just seems to be really opaque.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Yes, we will.
All right. Oh, wow. Over top that red. Ooh, wow. Okay, I'm going Halloween here. My brain is gone right to Halloween. Not
Is it?
necessarily the stencils are Halloweeny, but man, those colors are Halloweeny.
Another sheet.
Pull
Another
it,
sheet.
pull it.
I'm coming. I'm getting a tizzy. Ah! Well, that wasn't good. I wonder what that's done.
What were those
I
colors
slid
again? I wanna write them down. What are those colors again?
it. What were those colours?
What did you just pull? You first had, what's the first color? Magenta? Was it the magenta that was already down there?
The first one was Quinacridone Nicolazo
Oh,
Gold and Magenta, Quinacridone Magenta. And then I think I did Quinacridone Magenta again and Titan Green Pale. And then I think I did Permanent Violet Dark and the teal. Or I might have done, no, I did the Permanent Violet Dark, I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
Not absolutely sure, but
That'd be
pretty
right.
sure.
And then the teal?
Oh, the teal was with the Permanent Violet Dark.
Okay,
This one
got
here.
it. Got it. Yep, I'm connecting them so I know.
I think it was the Permanent Violet. If anybody saw what I did and it wasn't, let me know.
Cool.
That's rather nice, that, isn't it? Intriguing. I'll be interested to see what the final print comes out as. Something else I've noticed, they aren't quite equal. Even though they look equal, this one's a bit bigger. I hadn't realised that.
Yeah.
I ought to have moved that one over a bit to get those in line, but too late now. Too late now.
Too late.
Too late. So, let's try Permanent Violet Dark. Yeah, I did use it because I wiped the top with it. And I think I'll use a bit of Quinacridone Nicolazo Gold with it. I just like using it. It doesn't look like anything. It looks like mud when you put it down, Quin Gold, but it does work really nice. And I could put a little bit of Titan in there as well.
Well, you haven't put any copper down, but you're on a roll here. This is nice.
Well, I can get the copper out for next time, but
Yeah.
let's just put this on. Oh, yes.
Oh.
That Titan was a good idea.
Oh, I like that. Very nice. The paint you're putting down is for the larger plate. You're really saturating that paint or that plate with the paint.
I know. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
Yeah, I know you can't. You should not even bother with the smaller plates. You just need the giant plates because
Yeah, I just go too mad, don't I?
yeah, you do. You just go mad, Frankie.
Yep, absolutely. Well, I like to live up to my name. Buff
Well done.
gold. I've got buff gold, iridescent, this, that, and the other. And can I find? Oh, it's right in front of me. The copper. That's always the way, isn't it? It's always right in front of you.
Exactly. Miriam says, "Don't leave Fran alone with paint." Exactly.
No, exactly. It'll be a disaster.
That's what happens because you use too much paint right there.
Uh huh.
You need to get yourself a pencil or something to hold it down as you pull the. Oh, look at that
It's
coloring.
not bad though, is it?
Oh,
Not bad at all. It's really rather nice.
that's very nice.
Mm. Wouldn't it be great if I could put that in the silhouette and cut that out again? Yeah.
Well, you
Just thinking.
can. It's called. It's You could scan it if you had a scanner. You could scan it and then bring it over to the through via the scan it via the silhouette. That's how you do
Yeah.
print and cut stickers.
Oh, right. You'll have to
Yeah,
take me
that's
through
another
the
thing I
routine
have to
of that.
know how to
I
do.
don't know it.
But you don't really have a scanner.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a scanner.
Well,
It's just that it doesn't. That it's printer and scanner. It just doesn't print very well once it scans something. It doesn't reproduce the colors correctly. That's probably some sort of calibrating I need to do, but I don't know.
see, with me, when it comes to even any of my digi printouts, I don't worry so much about the color. I just think, well, it's just a faded look or a different look. It's fine, good enough. Because I'm usually putting it in a junk
Well,
journal, so what do I care?
I did it when I was doing those, trying to do,
Okay, okay, okay.
you know, thingies.
Smack your hand there.
Um,
What thingies?
Stickers. The hairy violet stickers, and they did not
Oh,
turn out the way I wanted them to, so I just gave up
yeah.
because I thought, well, there's nothing I can do. I don't know enough about it to be able to do anything, and even if I did, I bet I'd do it wrong.
Wow. Nice colors there too. Holy moly, those are nice.
Hee 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 hee. I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah.
This one is a goodie. I wish there was a transparent teal, you know, I really do.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome. Oh, look at the colors. And the crowd goes wild. Yeah.
That's not bad. I like that.
Holy moly,
I like the way the little bit of purple popped in.
it's like
Yeah,
holographic almost. Wow.
yeah.
I love those colors. What did you do again? Start all over. And speak
That
slow.
was turquoise phthalo
Okay.
and iridescent copper.
Okay.
And there was a remnant of the red under there, and I think that was
The violet dark.
no, the red. I think that was quinacridone magenta, or it might have been the alizarin crimson, but I think I haven't used that yet. It feels completely dry at the top, so I don't think it was that. I think it was the quinacridone nicolaser gold and the magenta left over from the previous one,
Yep,
you know.
got it.
So that's why it's sort of just little bits here and there,
Well,
which
the
is great.
previous one was the permanent violet dark and quinacridone, quin gold.
Oh,
That's
right.
that's what I wrote down, not
Oh, well,
magenta.
maybe
You
it's
haven't touched the magenta in a little bit, so let me
that.
erase.
Okay. Well, let's try the alizarin hue then, as we haven't touched that
All
one
right.
either.
Oh man, I like that. I'll never be able to replicate it the way you did it, but I can get the colors in there. Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty. Right, right? I'm not the only one that's going, wow. Very nice. Okay.
That's nice. Thank you.
Pull your hand back. Close the lid.
I've closed it. It's all right. I've closed it.
Right? Wasn't that? It was like holographic, right, Dana? I think that Quinn Gold is what, or maybe it was the iridescent copper. The iridescent copper is what took it over the edge. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, there's no teal in this one other than what was down. There's no blue.
It's just red and copper.
Yep. Okay, let's see what we got then. See, I'm feeling very autumny here.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is coming over like that, isn't
very
it?
Cool. They're warm colors. Very, very nice. Where's that Baron?
It's over here.
Stuck up that.
All right, it's quite safe.
Yeah.
It's getting the right messy thing now, isn't it?
Yep. Well loved.
I think this keeps coming up so much. I think it's time to rest this one now.
Okay. Oh. This is the copper that's really giving it that hue. I love that. Tilt that.
And look, it's picked up some of that turquoise phthalo from before as well. Bits that were left there.
Tilt it under the
I think it's time to.
Oh, that's awesome.
Lovely. I love the sort of way it's given a sort of halo around it as well.
Yeah, right. So iridescent copper. Get your hands on some. It's golden iridescent copper. That'll trip any colors you lay. That'll trip them right over the edge. Hang in there. She'll be back.
Right side up.
She's got your internet keeps bumping off, or it's mine that buffers out.
Well, your voice keeps going out now and then.
Yeah, I think that's your internet though, because I'm not seeing.
Yes, it could be.
No,
it's crap.
Right, Carla. Put that under the light.
Looks good.
That copper really takes your colors to a different level. That's beautiful.
Right, so we'll put this one to dry and bring the other one back and hope that it's dry. I think it is. If it isn't, it's close.
It's close, and whatever you've got left on there will just blend in.
Yeah, I mean, it is coming up a little bit, but like I say, yeah.
You could put your oven on it. Your oven. Duh. Your heaty tool.
My heaty tool.
Or just sit there and wave at it. There you go. Here we go. Hang in there, everybody. Lightly.
That's a definite bit that looks wet.
Yeah. So, what are the colors we're gonna?
That's a very good question.
All right, I gotta say that the turquoise phthalo and the iridescent copper and whatever else you want to throw in there, those two together are just, I mean, lightly on the turquoise phthalo, not too heavy.
Yeah.
Whatever else you want to throw in, you could probably throw in.
I think those.
Okay.
I think those three. Because I like those three. So,
Miriam, if she used it for too long and too hot, yes, it would probably alter the plate.
Damage it. Yeah. But I'm trying to keep it so that it's okay to put on near your hand. You know, so if it's only that temperature, fine. But yeah, I don't like to do it for too long.
If you have a high power heat tool, I would not use it.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, like copper.
Copper.
This is the piece de resistance.
Well, we hope so.
Okay, okay, okay. Well done.
Right. I don't know. I talk about pouring paint, wasting paint.
Yes,
I'm
exactly.
certainly doing it now.
You're the boss though. You got to do it your way. You need to smack
Yeah.
your own hands now and then. Oh, don't even
Yeah.
do that. Just leave it like that. That is gorgeous. Take your lamp for the moment. Take your lamp and turn it facing up.
There you go.
I don't. Yeah. And then all your other lamp lights are on.
Yeah.
Well, something's not right.
Oh, the other ones in the house aren't on because it's still light outside.
No, I meant in that room, silly girl.
Yeah, in this room.
Okay,
That's
let's
what
see.
I meant. You
Look,
know, the house lights as opposed to the lamps.
does that not look like a raging sea storm?
Does a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah. Out to sea, and there's a storm. Let's see what it comes out to be. Where's the Baron? Get that Baron and kiss that plate. Yeah, at this point, Diane, if she had the table room, I would tell her to get a second plate up there and bray her off on the second gel plate because she's got that much paint. But
Yeah.
she's out of room here. Even
So
when she,
I've got to leave that one. We'll have a look at the other side. Oh, yes, nice. It's quite faint because the colours I used as pools are quite dark, but you can definitely see it, and I do like those background colours. So let's do the other one.
yeah, even if she cleaned her desk better off, she still doesn't really have enough room for two of the large plates. Yeah, you might
I
need.
don't have enough room for two of these small plates and somewhere to brayer off. I've either got one plate and brayer off or two plates and nowhere to brayer off.
Well, your
It's
second
just not
plate
going to work.
should be the brayer off, is what I'm saying, because you always have that much
Right.
on your or paint
Yeah.
on your brayer, silly girl.
Could
You're
be.
gonna
Yeah.
have to dry that. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Yes, I've got to dry it. That's what I was thinking.
I love the design. I mean, these are working out very well. The way you placed them, especially this way. You could even,
Hmm.
on another attempt, you could turn them the other way so that the cutouts are on the inside and the scroll work is on the outside.
Yeah, you could do.
Yeah, Liz wants the light back on, down on your plate. That glare was just annoying me. But if you want it back on, there you go. There it is.
I think it also depends where you put the plate. You know. Let me just have a look. I can almost see it turn matte as I do this.
Yeah.
So I'm moving it around so it's never above one part of the plate for too long.
Yep.
Like when you do that, you see. And then.
You're welcome. Oh,
No,
absolutely.
no.
I keep my brayer offs. They add to collage or if you cut and do ATCs or ATC circles, they're just the right size. There's always just something you can pull off a brayer off sheet that will work for an ATC. Some little area.
And I think I want to use that lagoon. Sorry, what's it called? Light phthalo green. I keep wanting to call it lagoon. I don't know why.
It's a lagoon color, so I can see that why.
Yeah. And something else lightish. Maybe gold. Iridescent gold. No, because that would no, because we've already got copper on there. So
How
no.
about, all right, how about do find the magenta, not the violet dark, but do find the magenta, which I isn't that it right there with that
Yeah.
with that lagoon?
Yes. Yeah.
And if
Maybe.
you want
Yeah.
a third color, boy, I'd go light like the Titan green pale or uh,
Hmm.
I would,
Oh, Payne's grey.
well, I was actually going, you haven't pulled any
Yeah,
yellow.
I know.
I'm not sure where that yellow would
Well,
fit in.
that's true. Yeah, maybe. Maybe yellow. I've got
I
the
don't know where
fluorescent
it would
yellow.
go with those other two colors.
I've got the quinacridone nicolazo gold. That's a kind
Well,
of yellow, orange yellow, isn't it?
yeah,
Look, it's sort of orange yellow.
do that. Be brave. Do that.
Let's do
Go
that.
ahead, be brave. That's 3. That's enough. You get
Right, so
a
we want
small
a
plate.
good bit of that.
Let's do that. That's enough. Stop.
Yes, Mum. Okay.
Not too heavy with that. Okay, stop. And then a little bit heavier with that lagoon or whatever it is.
Light phthalo green.
Yeah, I
Yes.
like that. I like that. I want to see what you do with that. Oh, yeah. More. You're already going to go wet. More. Oh, that'll do.
I think so. I think they've about stretched it enough.
Oh, nice blend. Wow, good call on the colors. Let's see if they pull up nicely.
I'm doing this very lightly because I don't want to change
What?
the streak. I think that's good enough. I like these little patterns that are appearing that probably will disappear onto the paper, but in case they don't.
Ooh. What was that called? Light green what? What is that?
Light phthalo green.
What does phthalo give it? What does that mean? Because see, I always put phthalo with blue. What is phthalo?
Well, that's phthalo green blue shade.
So it must be a blue hue, a blue pigment.
No, it's a green on this one. Phthalo green. And then you've got phthalo blue. So it's a bluey green colour, phthalo. Because there's turquoise phthalo. Base colour. I mean, what does phthalo come from? That would be interesting to know, actually.
Well, that's what I'm basically asking. So
Yeah, I don't actually know.
green, golden, light phthalo green, and on the bottle, does it show opaque or translucent or what? What transparent?
It's just opaque, but not all that opaque, as you can see from the little
Not
lines showing
really.
through.
Okay.
So it's sort of light-ish, but
Okay.
it's on the half and half thing here. So yeah. See, so let's find another one that's half and half. This one's half and half. The Titan Green Pale on the little box, half and half in the same way. So it's a similar transparency or opacity between the two as
Yeah.
the Titan Green.
Okay. Miriam's gonna check it out. She says it's not really a color. The phthalo. Phthalates is a pigment. That's what I was wondering if it was a specific pigment part of the mix. The phthalo.
Isn't phthalo a natural mineral? I think. I'm not sure. I'm guessing.
Okay.
No, I've got to leave that down. It's looking good, but I'm going to leave it down.
Give it to look. Oh,
Not bad.
not
Not
bad.
bad.
I like the colors. The green kind of got lost, didn't it?
Did a bit, yeah. But it's showing up here anyway. But I didn't use the green there, did I? I
Yes, you
used the pale. I used this green, yeah, but you would expect that to get
the
lost
lagoon. Yeah.
because it's on the top surface and there was quite a bit left on there. So we'll leave that one to be for a bit. And I want to try some with some darker colours.
So Anne says it is short for cyanine dye.
Yeah.
Okay. Transparent,
Cyanine, yes.
clean, according to Google. Okay. Okay. So yeah, on the bottle it doesn't show that it's transparent. It's half and
No.
half. It's
Yeah, this is transparent, this one. And that's got your complete transparent there. And you can see that it is because it says transparent at the top. And you can see the black lines really quite well. Yeah. But when you've got one like that, it doesn't say transparent, but it does say half and half on the little
interesting.
square. Yeah.
I like that.
So, I've got my black on that one.
Okay. Off to add to my Amazon wish list or my Jackson's or wherever I go to get it.
Cleaning the tip of this one, it's got quite a mess on it. It does show I use the Payne's Grey quite often.
Oh, that's a heavy body too.
What, Payne's Grey?
No, sorry, I'm still on the light phthalo green, the lagoon.
All right.
It's showing what I'm finding. It's a heavy body, which you don't usually mix on the plate, but there you go.
I haven't used a heavy body. I'm using all high flow.
So, all right, then let me see if I can find it, because all I'm finding is the heavy body.
Were you looking for the light phthalo green?
Yeah.
It's definitely high flow. It says so. High flow acrylic.
I got it. I found it. I found it.
They didn't have this size, you see. So as it was a colour I hadn't tried before, I thought, well, I'll get the little one because then if it's no good, I haven't wasted too much.
Yeah.
But it's really rather good. I rather like it.
So the little one is a fluid ounce. That's what I'm finding. Yep.
Yeah, 30 mil. There we go. There it is.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I like that color. Semi-opaque. Very nice. I like that. Ooh. Another one that's going to have to set. Look at those colors. Ooh, I like those.
Mud. Proper mud.
Yeah, no, it's not mud though. It's nice warm autumn colors like Halloween.
It is right.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, absolutely. Excellent stencil. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
And I think I will be using this one separately because it's so flipping tangled at the moment.
I'd like it. I'd like that stencil with that part still connected to it.
Well, I was thinking of doing that, but this is so awkward. There we are.
think you
Should
can
go on like that.
get it on there. It's a floppy.
Very. I don't think it's going to work like that.
Okay, my package was delivered. Okay,
Oh,
hold the phone. Very generic. And I've never seen them send a package like that. Well, that's different. They didn't even put it in an Amazon box.
huh.
I've never gotten something from Amazon that didn't come in a ridiculously oversized Amazon box.
Yeah. What did it come in then?
I'll come on camera. Looks like this.
Oh, has it got a smile on it anywhere?
No,
No
there's
smile?
nothing to label it
Don't
Amazon.
show your address. Don't show your address.
Oh yeah, don't show my address. There, nothing to. It's like I just went.
Well, maybe they forgot to put the smile on.
Mariah says we have been getting more deliveries with the manufacturer's packaging. Really? Well, I try very much when I find something to watch where it's sold by Amazon and shipped by, or sold by something and shipped by Amazon or whatever. However, I look at that part, and I didn't for this because this was something he recommended.
Well,
That
I've taken that piece off because I think that was just too much.
too floppy.
So, yeah, I think so. It might work on its own, but not together with that. And in which case, I'd probably have to do a bigger one to get enough spaces, you know?
Yeah.
So, it's only a test. It's only a test.
So
Right. So that was nice. I like that. Let's go a bit more greeny. Bit more greeny. Let's have some of the light green.
anybody want to know what I bought myself?
Yes, please.
Via my
Come
husband's
back on.
recommendation.
Come back on screen.
I will. I just got to get this silly box out of the way and put
Right.
everything over here so you could see it. It is it's a solar panel bubbler pump for a bird bubbler. Does that make sense? It shoots water up out of this thing high up and sprays over so the birds can fly through it and drink and play and whatnot. I already have one that I got real generic, but it doesn't hold a charge. It just floats around, and if one of these little panels gets a shadow on it or whatever, it won't work. So Russ is like, honey, you need to get one that has a battery that holds the charge even overnight. So I did.
Good.
I will put that
You'll
together.
have to send me a photo of it working.
Yeah, I will.
Well, a video actually.
Yeah.
It'd have to be a video.
See, I'll have to pay more attention to that. Let me get off camera so we could see this pull. So there you go. It didn't cost that much. I think it was $20. It didn't cost that much, and it makes me very happy to sit and look
There
out
you
the
go.
patio door and see the birds and take their bird bath. We have a cardinal that loves to go out there and take a bath, and now I've got 2 mourning doves that are out there bathing.
Oh.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, Diane, where you order needles and you get a giant box. So I'm okay with them shipping it this way. Wow.
That's interesting. I think a little bit bigger and it would be just about right because it doesn't quite fill this plate, does it? Needs to be a bit bigger.
Just a tad bit. You know, if you turn
Hmm.
that upside down and add it a little bit, it'd look like an octopus.
A five-legged octopus, yes.
Well,
Oh.
he's got some legs floating behind him that we can't see.
Yeah, of course it is, yes. I mean, there's his head. It's also floating behind him
Yeah,
because
that's my
he's
story.
going in that direction.
I will put that together later.
Bit more copper. And a bit more of that. I am liking it. I seem to keep picking it up.
That green, yeah.
Yeah.
But I agree, you could go a little bit bigger on that.
I think I'll go for the quinacridone because it's a little brighter than the alizarin. There we are.
Oh yeah. Good choices. Yep. And then that green that stayed down there.
Yeah, you never know. It may come up this time.
Yeah, I would, that being the case, I would let your paper set there for a bit too.
No, it's still got a thingy on.
Oh, the stencil. Yep, I see
Yeah,
it.
I wouldn't let it sit down on that.
Okay. Okay, bearing it.
Yep. Burning it.
Oh. Oh, it stayed down. That's
That's
the
working
nice
quite
thing.
nice.
Oh, I
It's
like
working quite
that.
nice, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, I could
But I
see
still
it
think I'd like it bigger.
bigger. Yeah, I could see if you did it bigger, it would, yeah, you definitely.
But I mean, this size, you could actually get it on one of the smaller plates, like, I reckon.
I like
Right,
that.
I think I'm going to take that up then. Because there's quite a lot down there.
Good job for it to stay down there too.
And let's see if we can dry that out a bit. While I'm drying it, start thinking about what colours to pull it with, or colour. Could do it with just Titan Green Pale, or just Titan Green Pale and a little bit of Payne's Grey, or that green and a little bit of Payne's Grey.
Those are nice choices. I like those. What you've already said. I like those choices.
Well, I like the idea of a bit of lightness with a little bit of the Payne's Grey to sort of contrast it, and not mixed in too much. But nothing more complicated than that, I was thinking, because I like what I've got here, and I'd like to be able to see it on a background that just blends, but doesn't blend too much. Let's have a look at the other side and see if I still think like that when I look at that.
What do you think? What do you think?
I think I do.
Yep.
There's the head. I just want to get that out of the way. I think I still think that. A little bit of Payne's Grey and the
Titan?
light green Salo.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I think so, because I think that will show up a bit better. It's been mixed in with all the other colours, and it will keep the right sort of tone, but right sort of colour family, but it will be a different tone.
Mm-hmm.
Payne's grey. Now just a little bit of this. That's enough. I don't want too much of that. Payne's grey is so dark that you don't need much of it. Yes. See, with the Payne's grey, the green is going quite really light, looking more like a white than a green.
Yep. Good choices.
Well, we don't know yet. Let's wait and see.
So far, it's still on that wild ocean scene.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe the wiggly legs is a sea creature that we haven't actually seen yet. Because the number of times you find a new video saying, oh, it's a sea creature, it's only just discovered, never been seen before, and it looks really odd. They always seem to. There's one that looks like a broad ribbon. I did have two sheets there. Yep. Thought it felt quite solid.
How are you doing there?
I'll leave that one.
You're a little over an hour and a half. It's okay, Carrie.
That's going to look good. I think that's going to look nice.
Yep.
Are you off, Kerry?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye-bye.
We appreciate that you stayed up. And
thanks for popping by at all. It's just great.
Yeah.
So that one has to wait.
Okay.
This one's been waiting. Dare I try that one? It's the background's all right, but the rest of it is not.
What do you think?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, Fran, I love that one. It looks like you've missed a spot. Why am I seeing that and I'm not seeing it on the plate?
Because it hasn't quite dried.
Yeah, but it's...
Oh, that. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, where'd that go? No,
that's a hair. That's definitely a hair. That's a dog hair. I can see it is.
Oh, there you go.
Moved. It's quite likely dragged. The dog hair dragged.
That's beautiful.
That's nice. You hold it like that, and you can see the
stencil.
Yeah, the fluorescent violet.
Oh, that. Yeah.
Would I use that? It's dry at the top. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't.
That was the... Let me go back. That was...
I think it might have been the quinacridone magenta and either Titan Pale green or light phthalo green.
I have you down with remnants of quinacridone and permanent violet dark with turquoise phthalo and iron and the iridescent copper.
Now that's on top. I'm thinking about what was at the beginning.
What was at the beginning? Permanent violet dark and quinacridone nickel hazel gold is what I have before that. So I don't know.
Well, that's not the right color for that.
Yeah, it's not.
That's something else.
So no.
It's nice though. We can always look back and find out. Anyway, so that one's a good one. And this one has been sitting there a little while. It might be okay. Sorry?
Is that the one that looks like a storm out to sea?
No, I think that was the last one.
Oh, the last one?
Wasn't it?
Okay. All right.
Well. Let's see. It's this one.
Oh, yeah.
Red sunset in the desert.
There you go.
Like, there's a white patch there, though.
Yeah. What happened?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see if it will come off. If a big bit doesn't come off, I'll put it back down again. But so far, it seems to be all right. Another hair trying to creep in.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, see, it totally missed it. What happened? There's nothing on the plate.
Oh, well. Never mind. We can always fill it in with the similar colors.
Oh, yeah.
Not a problem.
Oh, Carla says...
I like this. You
Yeah.
see that? That splodge in the middle there, that's lovely. I like all of this really, the texture in there.
Hmm?
Lovely. There's just another nice splodge there and there.
Oh
Like
yeah.
a tree. Or an amoeba.
Well, I was looking at lungs, CT scan of lungs.
Oh, right. Okay, so it's lungs. Okay.
My,
Violet thinks it's lungs, therefore let's have lungs.
well, I was just looking at some lung CT scans a while back. That's probably why it stuck in my head. Okay.
So that's those two. Paul.
So you got 20 minutes or now, up to you. Let's see what you got there.
Like I said, this paper does seem to dry quite well.
Yeah, it
This
absorbs.
card.
Oh, I'm loving this one.
Wow.
Oh,
Isn't that nice?
that stencil's you could only improve it by making it bigger. Look at that.
Yeah.
I like those colors.
That's lovely. I really like that. I'm surprised at it. Yeah. And I like look at the nice streakiness from the copper.
Yep.
I do like me a bit of copper.
And
There's another hair there. Yeah. There we go. Lovely. Well, that's about it, I reckon.
there you go.
I think we've done as much as we can.
I wonder why it left that streak down on the plate when there's no leftover paint down there, or missing paint. It's like it didn't even touch it.
Possible, yeah. I don't know why. So we got some nice stuff. I like this one. Particularly like that one. Oh, and that one down there. Let me just grab it. I've got my grabby stick. And this one. I do like that. That's a lovely colour. Very coppery. With some red and green in it. I think those are my favourites. Plus this one, I think that's my other favourite. Because that's a nice complete thing. Because the ones that pulled up before I took the stencil off are good, but they don't quite match that. Like that one.
Yeah, I agree.
That's rather nice though, isn't it?
Selling.
It's rather nice.
Very nice. Good color choices today with those stencils. I'd like to see that particular one stencil go bigger, though. I agree.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I'll do that and we'll try it out next time.
And if you do one with a frame, the frame stays around it. I like that idea.
What I might do, I can either get the frame to stay around it, or I might do the frame bigger than that one and just have it going around the outside. I don't know whether that would work or not, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, I can play with it and see what happens.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back. I don't.
Okie dokie.
Everybody's got stuff to do. It's Monday.
Yep.
So thank you.
Oh, yes, I've got to do that too, Diane. It's Monday. That's the day for us today as well.
Thank you, everyone.
Right, let's press in broadcast. We will say bye-bye for now and see you next